It's instant? You're kidding me.
I can't believe that it's really an instant rice.
Instant Uncle Ben's? No.
You won't believe Uncle Ben's rice in an instant. It cooks like minute, but tastes like Uncle Ben's.
That's the rice I've been waiting for.
Real rice that's whole, not broken like minute rice. Separate, not sticky.
It doesn't taste like instant. And it doesn't look like instant. I can't believe that it's really an instant rice.
Uncle Ben's rice in an instant. Also Uncle Ben's converted and boiling bag rice. It really does make a difference.
I hope you are ready for this, because Denise has some news for you.
Got my driver's license.
I better hide my car.
Catch the next Cosby Show here on Channel 9.
This week at Grand Union, choose from 25 holiday party platters or create your own. Then shop for store-wide values with Red Dot specials. Like Nabisco Chips Ahoy and Chewy Chips Ahoy, now $1.99 for the 18-ounce package. Fleischmann's margarine quarters, only 99 cents per 1-pound pack. Lemon Fresh Dash liquid laundry detergent, only $1.79 for the 64-ounce bottle. And look for more savings in our Color Circular. Make entertaining easy with holiday party platters and Red Dot specials, only at Grand Union.
In selecting the winner of the European Car of the Year award, judges have considered the following criteria: value and general design, performance, handling and general roadworthiness, safety.
Introducing the winner of the European Car of the Year award by the widest margin in history, the Peugeot 405.
Our dentist gave us the word about healthier teeth and gums.
Baking soda. So we tried new Arm & Hammer Dental Care, the baking soda toothpaste with fluoride.
A recent survey shows 2 out of 3 dentists and hygienists recommend baking soda for healthier teeth and gums.
Dental Care leaves my mouth feeling fresh and clean.
Tastes minty.
Try new Arm & Hammer Dental Care, the baking soda toothpaste or concentrated powder for healthier teeth and gums.
The Pink Panther Strikes Again, starring Peter Sellers and Herbert Lom, will return after these messages.
We are paint. With Glidden in our family, we make more paint than anyone else in the world. Enough for fleets of jumbo jets and 10 million houses each year. We are carpet fiber. Last year, we made enough to lay a strip more than twice around the world. We are plastics. We are used by the biggest car manufacturers in the U.S. We are dyes. Last year, 286 million pairs of jeans were blue because of us. We are healthcare. We are Stewart Pharmaceuticals and ICI Pharma. 4 million hearts rely on us. We manufacture in 40 countries and we sell to over 150. Discover who we are and you will think the world of us. ICI, world class.
Italians know that the classics are made to enrich one's life every day. That's why they enjoy Bolla. The Bolla family has been making classic premium wines for over a century. Maybe that's why the most popular premium wine from Italy is Bolla. Just one of the classics that can enrich your life every day. Bolla, the Italian classic.
When first I became citizen, I studied American culture very closely. Hey, score touchdown for me, big guy. Now I'm expert on all things American, except gasoline. But I don't need to know about gasoline. My car knows. What a country.
Amoco Ultimate, rated the best gasoline you can buy.
In Russia, cars also know, but they can't say.
From the Channel 9 newsroom, this is an Election 88 update.
Good evening, everyone. Vice President George Bush is pulling out to an early lead in the race for the White House with about 11%, I believe, of the popular vote tallied so far. George Bush is leading Michael Dukakis 57 to 43%. In the Electoral College, Bush has about 107 votes to Dukakis' 16.
And we're going to switch over now to Republican headquarters in New York.
Well, Van Hackett is standing by live at the Marriott Marquis, and there's been a new development in the New York Senate race. What's the latest, Van? Go ahead, Van.
They are rocking here at the Marriott Marquis. I don't know whether I should put in a request of the band for you. We really can't hear a lot. But let me tell you one thing. There has been hardly any bad news for George Bush here this evening. As one state after another was projected to be going Bush's way, the crowd would cheer, applaud, tremendous amount of enthusiasm here tonight. The only disappointment was the fact that Bob McMillan just a short time ago went up and acknowledged that he is not going to be able to defeat Pat Moynihan for the U.S. Senate. That comes as no great surprise. McMillan was the underdog from the day he announced for that race. But there is a feeling that if nothing else, at least he served notice that the Republicans were going to contest every race, no matter how strong the incumbents. I talked to Senator Alphonse D'Amato a short time ago when it was projected that New York was going to go for Dukakis. I said, Senator, are you disappointed? He said, no, we made them spend valuable resources here in New York, and that cleared the way for Bush victories in other parts of the nation. Roland, Jennifer, back to you in the Channel 9 News studio.
Holiday.
All right, thank you, Van. We'll check back with you in just a few minutes, but right now let's go to Pete Dawkins, the candidate for Senate in New Jersey, who is speaking live now in Jamesburg at the Holiday Inn.
Dreams and aspirations for their children, and walked away with a new appreciation of the vitality and the health of this society of ours. And don't knock politics until you've seen a room full of people arriving at a county headquarters after a full day's work, ready to volunteer their time and effort to the nuts and bolts that makes our system work. And don't knock politics until you've seen firsthand how the people of our country and of this state come together after hard-fought contests like this, patch over their differences, and move New Jersey and America forward.
Yeah! Well, obviously, Senator Pete Dawkins not Senator Pete Dawkins, a Freudian
Almost
slip there.
Senator
Right,
Pete Dawkins tried.
Candidate Pete Dawkins conceding defeat to Senator Frank Lautenberg today.
That's right. Now let's go over and check the Connecticut Senate race. If we can take a look at the numbers there, there should be just about 47% of the vote that's been tallied so far, and we see incumbent Lowell Weicker is trailing challenger Joseph Lieberman. The numbers there, we have just over 249,000 to just over 222,000. Now, Weicker has been in the Senate since 1971. Lieberman is Connecticut's Attorney General, so a big upset there.
We will keep you up to the moment with the latest election returns throughout the evening.
And, of course, our special election edition of Channel 9 News begins tonight at 10:30. We hope you'll stay with us.
This Election 88 update is brought to you by Amoco.
Introducing the Casio Tonebank keyboards. For an amazingly affordable price, Casio gives you over 200 sounds. One of them a lifelike piano. The Tonebank by Casio. Technology that's state-of-the-art.
You like your beer brewery fresh and draft smooth. You're one of the new American originals. Put a fresh draft beer in your hand.
The word on the street where the dealers compete is Ford. Here's what your Ford dealer has to say.
This special edition Ford Escort LX hit the streets with a savings package of $779, including power steering, remote mirrors, automatic transmission, and AM/FM stereo cassette. And with $400 cash back, that's a combined savings of almost $1,200. The world's best seller never looked better.
See the Ford dealer on your street. The word's out.
The word on the street is Ford.
Train to Brewster. First stop, White Plains, North White Plains, Val...
It's red. It's white. It's blue.
It's
beautiful.
It's the American paradise, the United States Virgin Islands.
Where you gonna find that special toy at a price that's really low? Not at the zoo, but here's a thought for you. There's a really great place to go. KB Toy Store. We got the toys at the price you're looking for.
KB has great prices on Sega video game systems, components, and cartridges. High-tech marvels whose graphics and capabilities will astound you.
KB Toy Store. We got the toys at the price you're looking for.
A severe nursing shortage has reached crisis proportions. Low salaries, lack of recognition, and limited opportunities are discouraging many from entering the field. There is now a patient population with a greater severity of illness than ever before. Society must place a higher value on the essential contributions of nursing professionals if we are to have a viable healthcare delivery system. A nursing shortage hurts everyone.
The V8 engine in the first Cadillac DeVille 40 years ago was extraordinary by anybody's standards, and we improved it with every DeVille. The engines we put in Cadillacs helped make them the standard of the world. Now the powerful V8 in the new 1989 DeVille. 4.5 liters, it delivers 155 horsepower with ease. See it at your Cadillac Tri-Statesmen now, a DeVille worthy of its past.
I'll never give up my Cadillac.
People that have AIDS, they're not being treated fairly. In the show that I was watching, there was this boy that he had AIDS, and the school didn't want to let him in, and all his friends deserted him, and they even burnt his house down, and because they didn't even want him living in their town. I think that they should stop treating people like that, and I think they should make it sort of like a law.
Come share the feeling.
Come on and catch a star. A&P's new Superstar Special.
A proud new feeling.
When the stars come up, prices come down with hundreds of specials every week and savings that keep adding up. All you gotta do is reach for the stars.
Come share the proud new feeling. Share that feeling. A&P.
It's red. It's white. It's blue.
It's beautiful.
It's the American paradise, the United States Virgin Islands.
The Pink Panther Strikes Again, starring Peter Sells and Herbert Lom, will return after these messages.
We are paint. With Glidden in our family, we make more paint than anyone else in the world. Enough for fleets of jumbo jets and 10 million houses each year. We are carpet fiber. Last year, we made enough to lay a strip more than twice around the world. We are plastics. We are used by the biggest car manufacturers in the U.S. We are dyes. Last year, 286 million pairs of jeans were blue because of us. We are healthcare. We are Stewart Pharmaceuticals and ICI Pharma. 4 million hearts rely on us. We manufacture in 40 countries and we sell to over 150. Discover who we are and you will think the world of us. ICI, world class.
Freedom is a process ongoing, a road that never ends. It's the privilege to raise our voices and speak our mind. Be more than just talk. Vote.
Mr. Burns, what's your secret?
Clean living, Frankie.
And Amoco Ultimate for clean engine?
I hate dirty engines. I'm not funny, but I'm neat.
Come on, Mr. Burns. What do you know about gasoline?
Cigars and women, I know. Gasoline, my car knows. Most gasolines clean fuel injectors, but pure Amoco Ultimate cleans your entire fuel intake system.
George, shall we make this cash or credit?
At my age, you better make it cash. Did that excite you?
From the Channel 9 newsroom, this is an Election 88 update.
Good evening, everyone. Vice President George Bush is leading tonight in the race for the White House with 25% of the popular vote in. Bush, as you can see, with about 12 million to Dukakis's 10 million. In the Electoral College, that equates to about 251 for George Bush and to Michael Dukakis's 22. Those figures are attributed, of course, to CNN.
And in the New York State Senate race, incumbent Daniel Patrick Moynihan was expected to be an easy winner, and that appears to be just how it's turned out at this point. We have 7% of the vote that is counted, and Moynihan leads challenger Bob McMillan. You can see the numbers there, 248,000 to 142,000. Just a short time ago, by the way, McMillan conceded.
Well, in New York State, Governor Cuomo spoke at the New York Democratic headquarters in Manhattan tonight. He was celebrating, as he called it, 2 Democratic victories in New York. Listen for a moment.
We have some very, very good news in New York State. New York State, as you know, has voted for the ticket of Mike Dukakis. And I suspect before the night is over, you're going to see that you did it in very dramatic fashion with very big numbers. I congratulate all of you. I'm not surprised.
Governor Cuomo just a short time ago, and also just a few minutes ago in the New Jersey Senate race, challenger Pete Dawkins conceded to Senator Frank Lautenberg.
What do you say about people that work months at end of 6 days a week, who don't know anything about the boundaries of an 8-hour day, who pull you up from mistakes and stand back from your successes, and whose most cherished invention is the free delivery of pizza? You know, you
love you, Pete!
Well, checking the Connecticut Senate race now, no concessions there yet. It's pretty close with 47% of the vote counted. Lowell Weicker and Lieberman are very close. Lieberman has 248,000 to 222 of Lowell Weicker. Weicker has been in the Senate since 1971. Lieberman is Connecticut's Attorney General. We will have the very latest election returns on a special edition of Channel 9 News at 10:30.
And we hope you'll join us then. Stay tuned.
This Election 88 update is brought to you by Amoco.
This year, the world's automakers will once again offer hordes of imitation BMWs. Meanwhile, for under $25,000, BMW offers something infinitely more valuable. The new BMW 325i. Why settle for a copy when you can own an original?
For a test drive, contact your New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut BMW dealers.
I think the problem with the homeless in big cities is really going too far. You go to New York, you see all these big buildings, abandoned buildings, all torn down. I think it's a big problem, and we can't just ignore it. Because when I see a homeless person, I feel so sorry for them, and I wish I could do something, but I don't have enough power to do anything yet. When I get up there, if I make it up to the top, I'm going to do something about it.
Come share the feeling. Ooh, that feeling. A proud new feeling. A proud new feeling.
A&P's got the feeling for what you want. And that makes your A&P part of New York's #1 family of food stores.
Come share the proud new feeling. Share that feeling. A&P.
The Pink Panther Strikes Again, starring Peter Sellers and Herbert Lom, will return after these messages.
It's a
supercalifragilistic Disney World vacation. There's always something going on. It's quite a celebration.
We've seen the show
and sailed into the blue.
Bet there's nothing left to do.
There's Epcot too. Under the line. Under the line.
It's a supercalifragilistic.
Come on to the world's greatest resort.
Misérables vacation.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Charlie Kaufman and the Kaufman Carpet All-Star Band.
Wow, Charlie, they put out the red carpet. But they bought it from me at half price.
You too can get select carpets at half price during Kaufman's special Election Day sale. And the low prices include padding and installation. Plus, any carpet you buy during this sale can be yours with 1 full year to pay, interest-free.
So for fantastic values, march to your nearest Kaufman before the prices go up and the parade passes you by.
Kaufman, the carpet experts.
We've got it all.
How long has it been since a musical lifted you beyond your greatest expectations? Les Misérables is the musical sensation you've been waiting for. The dazzling musical spectacular with music that lifts you out of your seat and a story that inspires you to take on the world. And now the best musical in years has more of the best seats available. Call 239-6200 for Les Misérables because you've waited long enough.
40 years ago, Cadillac introduced its first DeVille. And though much has changed over the years, one thing didn't. It remained America's largest selling luxury car. Now Cadillac introduces the new 1989 DeVille. 9 inches longer than last year, more room inside, and a look exclusively Cadillac. See the new DeVille at your Cadillac Tri-Statesmen. It was worth waiting 40 years.
I'll never give up my Cadillac.
In selecting the winner of the European Car of the Year award, judges have considered the following criteria: value and general design, performance, handling and general roadworthiness, safety.
Introducing the winner of the European Car of the Year award by the widest margin in history, the Peugeot 405.
TWA kept something in mind when we made our 747 business class seat the widest in the sky. People sometimes cross their legs. Today's TWA. Find out how good we really are.
After all those meetings in Minneapolis and conventions in Kansas City, we think you could use a little change of pace. And after 40,000 miles in TWA's frequent flyer program, that's just what you get. Today's TWA. Find out how good we really are.
You in the basement again?
Yeah, I'll be right up. Soon as I fix the
boiler.
Have you got any silly putty, honey? Oh, no, how about bubble gum? Your mother's girdle.
I think we need a new Burnham heating system.
Oh, just one more season out of this.
And it qualifies for Medicare. Al, a Burnham boiler is quiet, comfortable, and more efficient than that old clunker.
But we still got that rubber raft, Gladys!
On my next show, men abused by the women in their life and the women who'd like to abuse them even more. Sounds lovely, doesn't it?
Come on, baby, hit me again, please.
Coming up in Channel 9 News, the votes are coming in and it's all over but the counting. We will have live team coverage of the presidential, Senate races, and local races. Plus, an alleged robbery victim fights back with deadly results.
And then later on, some people make their living taking big risks. Pete Fuentes continues his series, Risky Business. Now let's turn to Lloyd and take a first look at our weather today.
All right, thank you very much, Jennifer. Let's check our current conditions. Clear skies, 48 degrees. Tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., clear, mid to high 30s in the metro area. Then at noon, plenty of sunshine, temperature in the low 50s. Stay with us throughout the broadcast. We'll have our complete AccuWeather report a little bit later. Jennifer and Roland.
Thank you, Lloyd. Plus, we'll have the story of killer bees found down south.
These stories and much more coming up right now on Channel 9 News. Stay tuned.
From the Channel 9 newsroom, this is Election 88 with Roland Smith and Jennifer Volappi.